Do you want to learn how to draw every single day? Well, within this video, I'm going to share 5 drawing habits that I personally use to draw every single day that not only improves your drawing skill, but helps you grow as an artist and helps you actually develop strong drawing habits going forwards that you can consistently follow as well. Stick around until the end because I'm going to share one bonus tip that I absolutely love and is my personal favorite that you can utilize to really enhance these tips going forwards. So without further delay, let's get into the first tip. So my first tip is to make drawing fun. So say to yourself that if you want to draw for half an hour and only after that half an hour you can watch TV, it will make you want to draw even more. Or if you say to yourself, I'm going to draw for an hour and after that hour I get to cook my favorite dish or go on social media, it adds a bit of fun to your drawing habits. Don't try and consider drawing as a chore and trying to make it as attractive and as fun as possible. Consider listening to your favorite music while you draw. Consider listening to your favorite podcast or audiobook. Really try to embed funness into your drawing habits and it will make you really want to stick to these habits going forwards and actually make you want to stick to it consistently. So my first tip is to make drawing as fun as possible. My second tip is to don't break the streak. So if you're familiar with the language learning app Duolingo, people go back onto this mobile app day after day after day because they don't want to lose their streak. Even if they only practice for 5 to 10 minutes on certain days, they keep up those streaks going forwards and they build momentum going forwards as well. And this is what you can utilize within your drawing habits. Even if you only have 5 minutes or 10 minutes on certain days, that's okay because you're not breaking the streak. Say to yourself that I don't want to break this 7-day streak, and if you do miss a day, it's okay, but don't miss twice. So say if you miss drawing on Monday, make sure you get back into it on Tuesday. Try to make it fun, like in my first tip, but also just don't break that streak going forwards. My third tip is to create a schedule. Sometimes for us artists, we go to our sketchbook or drawing paper and we just don't know what to draw, and then we start procrastinating and then we might actually give up on drawing altogether. So to avoid this mistake, create a schedule. This could be just an Excel spreadsheet which just lists out what you're going to work on day after day. This could be what you're going to practice, this is what you're going to learn, this is what you're going to draw. Consider creating a spreadsheet or schedule that you can stick to avoid this mistake. Try to make it as concrete as possible. So put in the subject into that schedule, what days you're going to work on it, how long you're going to work on these certain drawing habits. Just try to break down exactly what you're going to work on day after day, and you can really stick to it and really gather momentum going forwards. So my fourth tip is to surround yourself with other creatives. I was actually recently on a train going to London, one of my home cities, and someone on the same carriage as me was drawing someone on that carriage. And that's what I actually usually do whilst I sit on public transport, and in particular trains, because it's a great opportunity to get my sketchbook out and to actually draw other people. But because I was actually being a bit lazy, I'll admit, I saw him drawing and he actually inspired me to start drawing as well, because I'm usually that person that actually draws other people on the train, and that actually got me drawing, and I actually produced several drawings because I saw him drawing. But to utilize that story Surround yourself with other artists. Go to meetup groups, go to events, and try to surround yourself with other creatives, because that will more likely help you develop these drawing habits. If you see other people drawing consistently, it will actually encourage you as well. If you surround yourself with other creatives and artists, you'll be surprised how inspired and how it encourages you to start drawing. My fifth tip is to book onto a course, go to an event, or go to a meetup group. So I'll also tell you this story that I've been going to one untutored life drawing session every Wednesday for about 4 to 5 months, consistently once a week. And I just block out this little bit of time every Wednesday evening, and I've managed to only miss 1 or 2 sessions within that 4-month period. But you can also do the same, because if you actually fit it in to your schedule, you'll be way more likely to go along and to commit to that time and actually to start drawing. That could be an untutored live drawing class, that could actually be a paid for drawing class, or that could just be a meetup group. Try to consistently block out time within your calendar, and you'll actually be surprised how you start to stick to these routines. For me, when it comes to Wednesday evening, it's just automatic. I go to live drawing. But for you, just pick out one day, if it's once a week, that you can commit to, and you'll be surprised how often you'll get into the habit of just going along and start joining in with the creative activities. And as promised, my bonus tip is habit stacking. And this is from one of my favorite authors, and my favorite books of all time is Atomic Habits, written by James Clear, who is the master of habits. And stacking habits works when you stack one habit after another habit, and it becomes more of an automatic habit as a result. So to give you one example, if you were to brush your teeth and then afterwards start to draw, that is habit stacking. You're stacking one habit on top of each other. Another example is you put your kids to bed, and after you put your kids to bed, you start drawing. Or another example, after you've had lunch, then you start drawing. It becomes way more automatic going forward because you associate one habit with another. You can also really multiply this consistency and really take advantage of habit stacking by putting 3 or 4 habits in a row. Maybe you can start your day by brushing your teeth, then start journaling, and then after that start drawing, and then after that do another habit. Can you see how this really works? Because you associate one habit with the other, and it just consistently flows, and you get into the automatic habits. And that is how you can really develop a strong drawing habit going forwards. So to summarize, my first tip is to have fun. My second tip is to don't break the drawing streak. My third tip is to create a schedule. Fourth tip is to surround yourself with other creatives. And my fifth tip is to join a course, an untutored class, or a meetup group. And then my bonus tip is to stack habits one after the other. And I really recommend you checking out this video coming up. See you on the next video.